Welcome to First Person Defender, where good guy role players come face to face with unknown attackers in real-world scenarios and fight their way out.
Do it now!
Each episode of First Person Defender features a situation straight out of real life.
Get down on the ground now!
This is First Person Defender. A former Marine faces a common threat when she enters a hotel room and is followed in by an attacker. It's called a push-in, and it gets ugly fast.
Get off me!
My name is Mary, and I am retired. Basically, I'm the commandant for the Marine Corps League in Slidell, and pretty much that's all I do. When I was in the Marine Corps, I was a legal clerk, and we did wills and power of attorneys and court martials and NJPs, putting bad people in jail. And I do have a concealed carry permit, and I do carry probably not as much as I should. But again, in learning and retraining my brain, I've realized that I need to carry more. If I'm traveling by myself, I always carry.
Mary sounds like she's going to be a lot of fun on this one. She's got a lot of experience, a big background, and she's 5 foot tall. So this is going to be interesting. I think we're going to actually have to watch out for her because someone could get hurt. It's not going to be Mary.
When I do carry, I carry a semi-automatic.
This scenario comes from a recent news story where a former news anchor was a victim of a push-in at a hotel room, and it caused a lot of grief. Bad guy shoved her into the room, and that's where this one's going. All right, so Mary, we've got your scenario set up for you. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be coming into the hotel. You've already got your key. You know where your room is. It's going to be room 318. You're going to be coming down the hall. You're going to go to your room, and you're going to react to the stimulus that is provided to you, okay? Since you said you carry appendix style, and we don't have a small gun for this one,
Okay.
We do have a crossbreed holster that can be worn anywhere around your waistband. You can carry it appendix style, and we have a Smith & Wesson M&P fitted with a Crimson Trace laser grip, which is passive activation. So as soon as you grab it, it comes on, so don't be surprised when that comes on.
Okay.
So we'll get this loaded up for you. We'll get you fitted with your holster, and then you'll be ready to go.
My basic philosophy of not becoming a victim is do what I can to protect myself. Don't mess with Mama Bear.
She's going to do a great job, and I know that the Marine is going to come out in her.
I have absolutely no idea what I'm getting myself into today. You know, so long as there's no tasers involved, I think I'll be all right. The other guy's getting out of the hospital, I'm good.
The camera crew wears yellow shirts and are considered to be invisible to role players.
And then I'll meet you.
As I stepped into the room, all of a sudden he was there.
Get back! Get back! Get back!
And then it was like someone turned on the accuracy switch. Stop!
Make the change to high-vis. See what you've been missing.
Slim, concealable, and powerful protection. The M&P Shield by Smith & Wesson. Confidence? We perfected that years ago.
First Person Defender, brought to you by Crimson Trace, Remington, and Ruger. Mary's been told to go to her hotel room, but she has no idea what's waiting for her.
And then I'll meet you.
Guys are walking by, talking on the phone. I checked around, looked around, made sure everything was good, put my key into it, opened the door, and normally I would push the door closed, and I didn't do it this time because it was a new room. And as I stepped into the room, all of a sudden he was there.
Get back! Get back! Get back!
Get off me! Get off me! Get off me!
Index! Index!
All right. Good job. Good
okay?
job.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and slip that off. Take that for you.
Wow.
It happened pretty fast, didn't it? What did you
Yeah,
see?
it did. Was coming down the hall, seen a guy talking on the phone. He's doing really good, you know, kind of watched him. I was like, okay, I'm clear. And then I went to put the card in the door, and I opened it up. I came in, and I was gonna go to the room, but I turned around to shut the door. And that's when he came in at me. And I don't even know which one it was that came at me.
All right, so there's some things we can work on with this. We can work on getting that gun out of that appendix carry. We can work on some close quarters firing so that we're not dealing with sticking that gun out there so far for somebody. And other than that, you actually did a really good job. Okay, this is a tough scenario. You used your feet to drive him off you to create distance.
Right.
And you used verbal commands. Get back, get off me.
Yeah.
Which is great.
It was automatic. I mean, it was like, you're not my husband, get away from me.
Bicycling those feet is a great tactic when somebody's trying to get on top of you and you're on your back. That bicycling move is what gave you the distance to get that gun out and make those shots. That was awesome. How do you feel right now?
That was real.
Yeah, it can go bad fast, can't it?
It can.
Your support side, right? All right, so that's one of the things that doesn't coincide with a lot of what law enforcement teaches, is that you never have anything in your strong hand. Well, if I have to do something first before I can draw, that's why I've got the suitcase here in my strong side. Because while I'm dropping this, I'm clearing and moving to the gun.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does. That makes a lot of sense.
The other thing we're going to cover is we're going to cover something that's really close and personal, okay? We're going to shoot up close. It's going to be one-handed. We're going to get the gun out. It's going to come out of the holster, and we're going to fire from somewhere back in here, because if this guy's piling down on top of me, the last thing I want to do is feed the gun to him so that he can block it and redirect it and maybe take control of it.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes, it does.
All right, so come on down here by the target. This is the drill. I drop the suitcase. While I'm doing that, I'm clearing to pull the gun out. I reach for the gun and I draw it back away because it's almost like I don't want him to get the gun. And from here, I maybe deliver 2 or 3 shots. I may at that point decide to create some distance, but that's going to be up to you. And based on, remember what happened in that hotel room, how tight that was?
Yeah.
Well, the table was there. You may not be able to create distance. It may just be, you know, you may be pinned up in that area. So I'll take your ears. You can put that action forward on that. Come up in here. So remember, your left hand's going to clear while you're dropping the suitcase. So those 2 things happen at once.
Okay.
Then leave that left hand up there while you get that gun out of your holster, okay?
Okay.
Drop it, grab, draw. Something just like that, okay?
Okay.
All right, so we're live now. All right, you ready for this?
Yep.
We're gonna drop the suitcase and clear the shirt at the same time. Gun comes up, get a good position to rotate the gun out just a little bit, and right from there, go ahead and squeeze off 1 round. Man, dead center. Perfect. All right, let's set it up again. Okay, this time just take a little pause and I'm gonna say okay before you fire these 2, because I just wanna make sure that we're clearing our clothing and our body.
Okay.
All right? All right, move. Drop the suitcase, clear the shirt, gun rotates out, rotate it out, 1, 2. Good, look how consistent that is. It's really consistent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Just reinforce the idea of carrying all the time. Hey,
Get on the sofa! Get on the sofa over there! Get on the sofa! Get on the sofa!
I know it makes sense to protect myself. And the confidence the laser gives me makes even more sense.
With your handgun and the training to back it up, a laser sight is the most common sense path to protection in a time of crisis.
Deep penetration and massive expansion for ultimate stopping power when the stakes are at their highest. That's what you get with Remington Ultimate Defense.
How to shoot the all-new XD Mod 2 4-inch from Springfield Armory. Pick it up, raise it to I-11. Fire. With an increased grip zone, where you point is where you shoot. The XD Mod 2 4-inch from Springfield Armory. Feel the difference.
First Person Defender, brought to you by Firearms Legal Protection, Smith & Wesson, and Simunition.
The first time that Mary entered this scenario, she was going into her room, and just before the door closed, as she was entering the room, bad guy pushed that door open and basically assaulted her. When people think about gunfights, they don't really think about it being a fight with a gun. And what we saw with Mary this afternoon was exactly what gunfights quite often are. It's a fight with a gun, and it most often ends up on the ground. So when we went out to the range, I really wanted to introduce her to like a close quarters battle firing. One-handed, tucked in tight, kind of where you're pulling that gun away from that bad guy so that he can't reach it. And if he does reach it, it doesn't matter, you're going to shoot him in the hand or wherever those bullets end up. I was talking to her about holding that suitcase and having it in her strong hand so that when things started going down, she could start dropping the suitcase while reaching for her shirt to uncover the gun so she could reach for it and draw and present. And this was a new idea for her. To change it up, what we did was we put the bad guy in the room already. It's not completely impossible. This could happen.
Hey, how's it going?
Do you know what the Domino's pizza is?
I have no idea. I'm just visiting.
Okay, all right.
All right. Hey, get back!
Get on the sofa! Get on the sofa over there! Get on the sofa! Get on the sofa! Get on the sofa! Oh!
Index, index, index. All right. I saw the same reaction on your face. How was that different?
How did he get in here?
I don't know. Did you leave your card downstairs or something?
No.
All right.
I just got it.
I saw you secure the door, and I thought, oh boy, she's really being thorough.
I was. I mean, normally that's what I do. Close the door, lock it, and then come in and just,
Relax.
Relax.
It didn't work out that way.
No. It was great training. Like I said, I've never had the training like that before, and that was phenomenal. We're not going to do it again?
You want to do it again?
Having experienced this is so well worth it. I would definitely recommend it, especially to women. It's so much more valuable to us. I'm not going to be able to stop talking about this.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Good job.
Thank you so
Great
much.
job. You bet. For me as a trainer, this is exactly why I do this.
Man, that's
Damn.
To see that look on their face, to see that aha moment, it is so rewarding for me. To hear Mary say, I'm going to go seek more training, is great.
I remember a lot of times I would travel to New York with my mom, and that first scenario brought back all the memories because we'd stop at a hotel on the way up to New York or whatever, and I would always kind of watch out for her. But seeing how quickly that is, it's just like, it brought back a lot of the emotions. Thank God I never had to do that, but it's been valuable.
I thought Mary did a great job. She was a real pleasure to work with. I love her attitude, and I pity the fool that hides in her apartment next time.